Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Legal Alien Racing. So the channel hit 10,000 subscribers today, and as of present day it has over 1.7 million views, which is crazy to think. I started this channel on July 5th, 2017. My very first subscriber, I looked it up, his name is Greg Fine, so you're number one, thank you. And I wanted to come on here and show my gratitude and give respect to those that have helped me along the way. So in no particular order, I'd like to recognize the following. I'd like to thank my friend Paul. I met Paul when I was racing league at K1 Speed, just kind of getting started. He encouraged me to go check out the LO206, and I did, and that's kind of where my karting really began. So thank you, Paul, for being a good salesperson and talking me into coming to check out the karting scene. I want to thank my friend Edwin that I met when I started racing LO206. He was always there to help me out, and you know, for sure my karting life would have been a lot more difficult without him there, because he just really helped me out, you know, wrenching on the kart, answering questions like that. So I want to thank him as well. I want to thank my friend Travis. Travis designed the Legal Alien Racing logo. So thank you, Travis, for designing a kick-ass logo. It's not kick-ass because it's my logo, it's kick-ass because it's a kick-ass logo. I love it. And I think a lot of people like it too, so thank you. Also, Travis is a YouTuber as well, so it's fun and very helpful to be able to bounce things off of him and get his opinion on things. So thank you, Travis, for being there. I want to thank my friend Matt for a lot of technical support. He really helps me on the computer side of things. He's a computer person, so if I have a computer question about just anything, he's there to help me, there to fix things. So even though Matt lost me some money in cryptocurrency, thank you. I'll eventually forgive you someday if you keep fixing my computer. I also want to thank a couple of close personal friends, Brian, Mark, Steve, Russ, you know, and many others. Thank you, just been supportive and encouraging, so I appreciate that a lot. Of course, I want to thank Dallas Karting Complex. You know, I spend a lot of time up there. As you can tell by watching the videos, specifically I want to thank Mike Jones up at Dallas Karting Complex. He has helped me in a lot of different ways. He's helped me whether it's wrenching on the kart, answering questions about karting, you know, or just letting me do my thing at DKC and letting me try my ideas. You know, I really appreciate the flexibility of being able to do that. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Mike. I want to thank Doug at Dallas Karting Complex. You know, Doug really helps me on my kart, and he's always there. And you know, he's just a friend of mine that I like hanging out with, so it's always good to see him up there. I want to thank Adam at Dallas Karting Complex, DKC. He, you know, is just a good person. Has helped me a lot while I was up there a lot, so I appreciate him. I'd also like to thank the staff at DKC. They've been very helpful throughout the years, and I've made some friends up there. Corey, Cody, some of the other people, you know, thanks. It's really cool getting to see you guys and hanging out with you. I want to thank Meredith for agreeing to do an opening on one of my rental league videos. Her sister and Jackie for making a controversial opening video that actually got a lot of response, so thank you for that. I want to thank Sean Owens. He also helped me when he was at Dallas Karting Complex. Helped me a lot with my kart, and you know, he's a wealth of knowledge. Helped me on the technical aspect of it, and I've run into him since, and it's always good to see Sean. So thank you, Sean. I also want to thank Mark French. Mark was super helpful. Mark sold me my shifter go-kart, and you know, it's been just very helpful to me throughout the years. So I really appreciate you, Mark. Thank you very much for your help. And to Jake French as well, his son. It's just, you know, Jake's one of the best shifter drivers around, one of the best drivers, period. And it was just really cool to be around someone like that and to be able to observe them and ask them questions about karting and driving, and just being there to help me. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Jake. So I want to thank several of my friends that have been in many of the videos. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Vicent, Colton the pilot, Martin, George, Roger, Shifter Justin, DD2 Justin. Thanks a lot, guys. And a lot of other karters that I'm probably forgetting to mention. I really appreciate you guys for being in a lot of the videos. I'd like to thank tons of the guys that I've met rental kart racing. Chris, Juan, Jet, Matthew, Wink, David, who is the nicest guy in karting, super nice guy. David, thank you also for, David always has an encouraging word for me when I see him at league night. He'll always compliment me on a video and just tell me how much he enjoyed watching them. So thank you, David, for those kind words. I want to thank Paulo, super cool dude. Got some really cool racing videos with him in the LO206. Hadn't seen him in a while. I miss you, Paulo. Hope to see you soon. Carlos, always a good person to have around. A lot of fun to have Carlos around. Tommy, Tommy's someone that I bounce a lot of stuff off of, and he's a really fun guy to be around, and he's pretty funny. And yeah, so thanks a lot. Some other guys I race with or I've met: RB, Chance, Adam, Russell, Ethan, Sosa, Nick, Kart Rage. Thank you, Kart Rage, for a new line of content. I really appreciate it, even though it's kind of annoying sometimes the way you drive, but I appreciate it. I want to give a super shout out to my friend Patrick. Patrick is someone that I bounce a lot of video ideas off of, and Patrick, I would say, is responsible for a huge portion of my most successful video, which is how to drive a shifter kart. I edited that video and I sent it to Patrick in a private link and had him watch it, and he gave me great feedback. I went back and redid the whole thing, and we ended up with a very successful video, and I know that without Patrick's help and input, it probably wouldn't have been what it is today. So Patrick, thank you for all your help. I really appreciate that. I'd like to thank a couple of other tracks like Lone Star Kart Park. They've treated me very well there. Chris, the manager, has treated me very well, Lone Star Kart Park. Andretti's Indoor Karting and Games, they allowed us, me and some of the guys, to go up there and be the first non-employees to drive their track. So thank you, Andretti's. It was a lot of fun. Of course, NTK, which is the other track here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And also, I'd like to thank K1 Speed. I mean, I never post videos from there because I don't go there anymore. But without K1 Speed, I don't think that I would have really started karting, and I would have never met Paul, who kind of pushed me into it a little bit more. So, they deserve also a mention as well. And of course, I want to thank all of you, the viewers. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch these videos and to subscribe if you have. Thanks so much for being encouraging, whether it's in person or if you'll leave comments. It's a lot easier to do these videos when people are saying positive things versus saying things like you suck. So I really thank you for that. I want to thank all the people around the world that watch these. It's cool that I'm just this guy in Texas karting, just like a lot of you are karting somewhere, either in the US or somewhere around the world. We all love karting and share the same passion, so it's really cool to see that. And thanks to everyone that has come up to me in person and has introduced themselves to me, and I introduced myself to you. You said kind things. I appreciate that. A couple of meetings I've had with people that I've run across that stick out to me. I had somebody come all the way down from Kansas to come hang out with me in kart for the day. Super cool dude, Gabe. It was really cool to meet you, and that was very cool to have someone do that. Also, there was an instance where I met a guy in passing at a rental kart race, and he stopped and chatted with me, told me that he watched the videos, and of course I thanked him. And he went on to tell me that his wife has cancer and she's going through chemotherapy, and he spent a lot of time at the hospital, and he'd watched several of my videos, if not all of them. And it was I thought about that, and I still think about that today. I mean, that was several months ago, that someone's going through real world stuff. His family's going through a very terrible time, and I'm sure they're very stressed out. And to know that, I helped pass some of his time at the hospital and maybe took his mind off of things for even just a few seconds, is very, it's very touching. And, I never forgot that. And that was a very impactful thing to me, because I'm just making these go-kart videos, and you never know who watches them or what situation they're in and what's going on in their lives. So, I just want to recognize that person as well, and everybody else that takes the time to watch these. So that's 10,000 subscribers, and we are going to keep going. And like I always say, let's just see what happens. So thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time.